Coming up on The Last Call, week 1 of high school football is in the books, and we take a look back at some of the biggest games in both Georgia and Alabama. Plus, E.J. Williams from Central High School announced his commitment to Clemson yesterday. Coming up, you're going to hear from Williams on why he chose the Tigers. That and much more is all on The Last Call, and it starts right now. For the last time, welcome back to The Last Call. I'm your host, Justin Holbrook. We're retiring the show in honor of Andrew Luck. That part is a joke, but this will be the last call. We're beginning a new SEC football show next Saturday, and we hope you'll tune in for that. But for one last time, let's run it back.
It's time for the best highlights in the Valley. Welcome to the Prep Zone on WRBL.
Hey, bring it in, everyone. Welcome to the first week of the Prep Zone. I'm Rex Castillo alongside my co-host, Justin Holbrook. To start the 2019 season off, we got one of the best rivalries in the Valley. This guy was there for it.
No doubt about it. Marion County and Sly County met 3 times last season, and the Eagles won all 3, including a 7-point win in the Elite 8 of the playoffs. So the Wildcats are out for revenge, but Marion County has the home field advantage for this rivalry game. By the way, Sly County went 9-3 last year. All 3 losses came against Marion County. No score late in the first quarter. Trice McCannon swings it out to Brandon Thomas, makes a cut, and he gone. Oh yeah, it feels good to say that again. 66 yards for the first touchdown of the game, and Marion County leads 7-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagles hoping to put together another touchdown drive, but on 3rd down, Trice McCannon's pass is picked off by Zaman Ross. Wildcats in business, but the offense once again stalls out. And so with less than 3 minutes to go until the half, Sly County finds some life on offense. Garrett Peavy finds a wide open Zychivius Walker, who takes it all the way to the 25-yard line for a gain of 48. Marion County gets 3 straight stops, so it's 4th and 6. Ball on the 21, less than a minute to go till half. Peavy goes for it all, but the pass is batted down by DeChristian Hollis. The Eagles take a 7-0 lead into half, and they hold Sly County to 0 points, winning 14-0. We do want to issue an apology to Sly County, a correction. On Friday, we said it was 46-0. The final score of this game was 14-0.
The Tiger Bowl, Harris County taking on Carver. Carver gets the ball started first. They call on their superstar running back, Kyrie McCoy. Puts the defense on skates, finds that hole, and he is gone. See you later. That's the first Carver TD of the season. Tigers missed the 2 points, so it's 6-0 with 11 minutes left in the first. I love seeing that kid run. Harris County tries to punch back. Davion Mahone rears back, launches a prayer, but it's picked off by Ja'Cory Harper. Tigers take over inside their own 10-yard line. Everything goes Carver's way until now. Carver driving. Devin Rouse's pass, it gets deflected. Look out. Harris County takes it right back. Jacob Cochran with the pick. He puts his Tigers in great scoring position. 5 minutes left in the first. Mahone calls his own number, sees a hole, slices through the Carver defense, puts Harris County on the board there. Harris County ends up winning a close one at home, 28-26 over Carver.
Over at Memorial Stadium, it's a brand new era for the Spencer Green Wave under Robert Sanders, whose biceps are larger than my head. Spencer at the 19-yard line. Quay Stevens fires a strike to James Smyer, and Spencer strikes first. 7-0, 8 minutes left in the first. Ensuing kickoff, senior Trey Peterson catches it on the Columbus 10, finds some daylight, and eats up 40 yards to put the Blue Devils in Spencer territory. And a few snaps later, Robert Edwards takes this one for himself for the touchdown, and we're tied at 7 with 5 minutes to left in the quarter. And this was a back-and-forth battle. Eventually, game was still going on because of all the delays.
All the delays back in town. Shaw and Kendrick kicked off their season at Connect Stadium. Raiders would get the party started early on Thursday. On Shaw's first drive, Lycan Perry finds a hole. The big man rumbles to paradise for the first touchdown in Columbus. Raiders lead 7-0. 7:45 left in the first. Kaysen Jones rears back, but his pass would also get deflected. Musa Nable, look what I found, guys. He's got reservations for 6, and just like that, Shaw takes a 14-0 lead. Well, it wasn't Kendrick's day on Thursday. Next, Cherokee's drive. They want to get something going. Jones calls his own number. Looks like a good run. But loses the rock. Check it out. Mike Jones. See you later. 40 yards to the house. Another Shaw touchdown just like that. Raiders lead 21-0. They had their foot on the gas the entire time in the season opener. They run away with this one, 48-14.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Over at Kinnett Stadium, the Monroe Tornadoes came into Columbus and caused a mess, steamrolling the Jordan Red Jackets 45-7.
Chris County wins this one big, 29-14 in American Sumter. LaGrange, though, rough season last year. They start off on the right note, 24-9 over Heard County.
And we go over to Terrell County, Chatco. It was a close one. We were locked at 6-6 for a long portion of this game, but eventually Terrell County outlasts Chatco, winning 12-6. And Central Tolleton not able to get off on the right foot as they fall to Pike County, 36-6.
Taylor County make it 20, but they couldn't hold up against Manchester. They lose 20-44. Pacelli getting off on the right note this season. They win 24-6 over the War Eagles.
And finally, Montgomery County runs all over Brookstone 50-14. Meanwhile, Calvary Christian stumbles on the road against Community Christian by a score of 33-9. Class 6A Opelika Bulldogs hosting 2A Callaway from Georgia. Cavs won this game by 14 points last year, but a rough start for the Cavaliers. On their first possession, the newly committed Auburn Tiger Tank Bigsby fumbles. Ja'Kai Stevens recovers it for the Dogs and takes it into Cavs territory. And on the ensuing possession, first-year starter Brody Davis calls his own number. The senior finds some open space and works his way just outside the red zone for a Opelika first down. Dogs knocking on the door. Nate Evans from 3 yards out won't be denied. Early tutty, 7-zip Opelika. 9 minutes left in the first. It stayed 7-0 all the way to the fourth quarter. So that's where we go. Early in the fourth, Callaway trying to get something going on offense. But for a third time in this game, Tank Bigsby fumbles and the football is recovered by Opelika's Corey McCoy. The offense can't score, but Marshall Myers steps in for a huge field goal late in the fourth, and the 25-yarder is good. The Dogs give up a late touchdown, but recover the onside kick to win this one 10-7.
That squad is going to be dangerous this year. The Beauregard Hornets taking the field for the first time this season. Great story by Michaela Singleton earlier in this broadcast. Pick it up at 8 minutes left in the first. Carter Smith fires the screen pass to Xavier Stows. Slices through the Hornets defense. Check out the spin move. Gets the Cats first down. Eventually, that led to a Wildcats field goal in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead this one 29-0.
And we go to a rivalry game. Lynette looking to avenge last year's upset at Valley. Rams and Panthers do not like each other. First quarter, Lynette up 2-0, but they fumble it on the first play of the drive, and the Rams recover right near midfield. And 2 plays later, Valley makes Lynette pay for the turnover. Katie Hutchison on the keeper, splits the gap, gets a nice pick by the ref. Screen! Crosses up a couple defenders, and you know what's next. He gone! 55 yards for the tutty. Valley leads 7-2, but Lynette got things worked out, and they win this rivalry game 25-21.
That's what happens when you have a Bama commit right there. Beulah hosting Lochapoka tonight in Valley late in the first quarter. Lochapoka trying to steal some points at the half with this Hail Mary, but instead the pass nearly gets picked off, making 14-6 Beulah at the half. Third quarter, Beulah trying to get something going on offense. Chris Pearson rips off a nice 10-yard run to get the drive going, but the Indian defense holds strong. TJ Washington of the Bobcats gets stuffed on third down at midfield, forcing a punt. Beulah hangs on to win this one 13-6.
Meanwhile, Auburn easily handles Wilcox Central 48-zip to start the season. Smith Station made the short trip to Russell County, and the Panthers lead 34-0 in the third quarter.
Elsewhere, Eufaula season doesn't start the way they want to as they fall to the War Eagles 35-14. The Lafayette Bulldogs start their quest to become nation great this season. However, Handley had other ideas. Dogs fall 27-6. Justin.
Over in the AISA, defending state champs, Chambers Academy handles Lee Scott easily, 36-7. You might have noticed we didn't mention the biggest game of the week between Central and Hoover. Well, that's because the game had a 2-hour lightning delay, so we couldn't stick around to see Central fall 17-14 on a last-second field goal. And speaking of Central, we've seen E.J. Williams do some remarkable things on the football field during his time with the Red Devils. The 4-star wideout has been heavily recruited by some of the biggest schools in the country, and yesterday, Eddie Williams Jr. announced his commitment to the Clemson Tigers. He chose the Tigers over Alabama, Auburn, and LSU, and joins former Red Devil teammate Justin Ross. It's a late commitment compared to most, but he chose this date for a reason. 9 years ago, on August 24th, 2010, E.J.'s father, Eddie Williams Sr., passed away at the age of 39 after serving 18 years in the Army. Here's E.J. on what this day meant to him.
It's a great moment. It's great to share all this great experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing you get to do, and I wish my father could be here, but I know he was here in spirit. I picked this date because I just felt like I needed to honor my father. It was like I'm giving him the chance to watch me without him actually being here. I got him here with the picture, but I know he's down smiling, very proud of what I'm doing.
I really am just overjoyed that he decided to honor his father this way. It was a great feeling to see him up here committing and, also, talking about his father.
Is there any aspects of his father that you see in Eddie?
Oh, yes.
And what is
his mannerisms, a lot of his mannerisms. He jokes a lot, especially when he's at home. It's funny, but, I just see, even when I'm walking, if I'm walking behind him, I see him, how he walks. So a lot of his father.
Williams is ranked the #1 receiver in all of Alabama. Still to come in the last call, we go to the Plains where true freshman quarterback Bo Nix was named Auburn's starting quarterback this week. You'll hear from him after the break. Auburn fans fondly remember Patrick Nix's time on the Plains when he led the Tigers to an 11-0 record back in 1993. If 93 sounds like a long time ago, then brace yourself. Auburn has not had a true freshman at quarterback start week 1 since 1946 until now. On Tuesday, Gus Malzahn announced Bo Nix will start week 1 in Dallas against number 13 Oregon. Nix led his high school team, Hinson Valley, to back-to-back 6A state championships with the team coached by his dad. Nix beat out redshirt freshman Joey Gatewood. Here's Nix on what it's like to see his childhood dream come true.
As far as I can remember, all the way back to throwing the football in the backyard with my dad, it's just I wanted to play quarterback at Auburn. So as far as my past, I think I was coached well in high school. And as far back as I can remember with my dad and just stuff like that, I knew coming to Auburn we were going to have a tough schedule every year, maybe the toughest in the country. But the good thing is that I have a really good defense, a really good offensive line, and great skill players around me. So as long as I just do my job, everything else will take care of itself.
That game against Oregon is next Saturday, prime time at 8:30 Eastern. Up next, we go away from football to focus on 5 local LaGrange boxers who all won a medal at the Junior Olympics back in June. Since the school year is back in full swing, our Athletes of the Week is back as well. Normally we focus on a team, but this week we focus on one Russell County baseball player who represented his hometown as a member of Team USA's under-15 team.
First glance, Colton Wombles looks like an average 15-year-old, but put this 9th grader on the baseball field, and he turns into a baseball phenom, one who has proven he's good enough to make the USA 15 and under national team roster.
The honor for USA is a very amazing experience. Not many people get to do it. It's top 20 in the country. You go up there, you do your best, just show everybody what it's about.
As a member of the USA team, Colton will report to Houston on September 6th and then on to Mexico September 11th to compete in the 15 and under Pan Am Championship.
I just been working hard here at the county. It's probably the best for me. Just all the hard work Coach Rathens puts us through, it just gets us all ready for the next level.
Now, Colton says he plans to work extremely hard to make the team. He says, after all, he wants to make his school proud, but most of all, he wants to make his parents proud.
I look up to my parents. They do the world to me. They give me everything. I might be a spoiled brat, but they give the world to me.
And so we'll say good luck and congratulations to Russell County High School and now USA 15 and under team member Colton Wombles, this week's WRBL Athlete of the Week. From down at Russell County High School, I'm Carlos Williams for News 3 Sports. On your side.
Colton Wombo's iWombo, the study of wombology. Shout out SpongeBob. All right, speaking of athletes representing their hometown, how about these 5 boxers from LaGrange? Back in June, this group of kids went to the Junior Olympics in Wisconsin, and all 5 earned a medal and a spot on the podium, and now they've earned a spot on our show. It's a simple concept. In order to win, you have to get back to the basics. Back to the basics boxing center, that is.
You can be amazed when you come in here and just watch these kids work.
This hole-in-the-wall gym, located in a stuffy basement inside a shopping plaza in LaGrange, is owned by former boxer turned coach Randy Hardaway.
A lot of people didn't even think boxing would be in LaGrange. You know, and to see these kids winning national tournaments, I'm proud of all of them, man.
They made him even more proud at the Junior Olympics in Wisconsin back in June, with all 5 fighters winning a medal, including his 2 daughters, Shamiracle and Diamond Hardaway.
You have to believe and don't worry about anything else going on in your mind. As soon as you step in the gym, believe what you can achieve.
That belief has helped her become a 2-time Silver Glove national champion and a 2-time Junior Olympic national champion.
My sister inspired me because, like, it looked cool and all, but now, since I'm doing it right now, it just feels amazing.
She's had success of her own, winning gold in the Junior Olympics last year, silver this year, and a Silver Glove national championship as well.
Getting the medals, I was so proud of myself. It's all worth it. And, you know, you might want to try it sometimes, too.
And pride allowed their teammate, Javon Harris, to win a bronze medal.
I was in the middle of the first fight, first round, and then something happened, then my shoulder started hurting. And then I had to fight Monday, Tuesday, and then I had to fight Wednesday. I had to fight 3 fights with my shoulder hurting.
What made you want to keep going, even though your shoulder wasn't doing well?
Because we drove too far.
That mentality to never give up comes from his dad, Lenny, who's an assistant coach at the gym.
It's about them. It's not about us. But I will tell you, as a father, Javon gets the worst. But, I mean, it's in a good nature because we want nothing but the best for them.
But this team is more than just coaches and their kids.
Well, I just walked up to my daddy and said, "Can I box? I'm ready."
And 8-year-old Axel sure was ready, winning gold in his first ever Junior Olympics.
The first one, I had busted his nose, and it was everywhere. And the second one, I had dropped him. And then when they raised my hand, I had did the orange justice.
And it was one big party, too, for his 8-year-old teammate, Zachariah Hudson, who won silver in a sport not as big as others in the South.
I'll tell them that I'll box, and then they just be like, surprised. I'll tell them that boxing is fun because it's fun punching people.
These kids will keep throwing punches, knowing they always stand a fighting chance.
Even though that I'm in LaGrange, everybody can achieve any sport. Long, if you reach your goal and keep doing it and keep practicing.
The next big event for these fighters is in early October in Columbus, Ohio, and then it's off to Lake Charles, Louisiana in December for the Olympic trials. By the way, Randy Hardaway also trains pro fighters Vito Evans and Benjamin Kravitz. All right, we're still serving on the last call, and up next, Jack Patterson takes us over to the desk and gives you a week in review for the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, how sweep it is. I'm Jack Patterson, and welcome back to the last call and your Braves Week in Review. After a slow start to the second half of the season, the Braves have returned to their former consistency that got them to the top of the NL East. Atlanta has split or won every series they've been in since dropping a 4-game series to Cincinnati in early August. This week, the Braves took the momentum from winning their series against the Dodgers last weekend and swept the Marlins and the Mets this week, extending their winning streak to 8 games. The win streak has also kept their lead in the NL East to 6 games, as the Nationals have been just as hot as Atlanta. It's a weird week coming up for the Braves as they travel to Colorado for a makeup game with the Rockies on Monday, followed by a quick 2-game trip to Toronto and a weekend series at home against the Chicago White Sox. It's almost time to lock up shop here on the last call. Justin will be right back right after this.
When we're at the desk together, it usually means picks of the week, but not tonight and not again on this show. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, this is the final last call.
Yeah, man, it's been a wild ride over the last year and a half. Doing this show has really offered me a chance to connect with our viewers at home. And personally, it's been an opportunity for me, from a hometown kid in East Columbus, to live out his dreams. So thank you to everyone across the valley for believing in us.
And thanks for everything you did, Jack. And thank you to you, everyone at home, for watching us each and every week. It's been by far the most fun and rewarding thing I've done during my entire time here at WRBL. And with that, it's time to give a curtain call for the last call.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
5 ways, stand by.
Ma'am, do you have a statement?
Every new beginning comes from some other